Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy birthday to you. Y'all, we back on another reaction. Young lady, supposed to be a young lady that at the bowling alley. Try to interview Nazaire Harris' aunt. Now everything I say is allegedly. Okay. All right. And this is for the only purpose for this video is just comment and criticism and a little education, educating purposes. Okay. Now I wanted y'all to listen to what this young lady said. She allegedly said that she haven't watched the case. Maybe she should watch the case. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going by what she's saying. So let's listen to what she said. I'm gonna break it down. Okay.
One story time on when I went to Michigan and interviewed Shannon Harris and her sister about the Nazaire Harris case. So before we went to the house, as y'all can see, we went to. Everybody is saying something about a car wash, car place, whatever. That is the place that Jarvis Harris frequent with Nazaire Harris, as well as the hotel. And when I went and talked to the gas station clerk, he said what he said, and it was kind of weird that he said the place been closed for quite a long time, but they just opened periodically because they didn't have clientele. That just was like a house stroll. That's where Jarvis Butts took his people that he did stuff with. So once we left there or whatever, we went directly to Shannon house, and her sister was coming out of the house. So the way that we think, like we think in a finesse type of way, like we gotta get these folks comfortable in order for them to talk. So when we went, we had on lounge around clothes. I made sure I had on like some sweatpants, a lounge shirt, and some Crocs or whatever, just to have it in their heart, like, oh, these people is dressed down. They ain't really on nothing for real. So we approached the car or whatever, and it was a car parked in front of their house, and it was a guy. It was like two guys in a car. She said that it was her brother. Shannon said that it was her brother, and it was Shannon and her twin sister in the car parked in the driveway or whatever. So when I approached the car, we introduced ourselves, but I kind of had the camera up, like it was obvious that I was recording. I walked up to her car with the camera in her face and stuff like that. So I told her that I wanted to interview her about the Nazaire Harris case, and she told me to cut the camera off, or she asked me if I could cut it off. So I put her back in her comfort zone and let her see me cut it off. But guess what? I kept it on. So a lot of the questions that I asked her, I was asking her like main key point questions, and the person that I was with, I don't know if y'all have a person that y'all conversate with, and they basically like answer, no, like you might say, oh, I went to the store, and they be like, oh, what you get? Them new shoes that came out? Like you can't even get it out. So the majority of the questions that I was asking them, the person that I was with was literally answering the questions, and I didn't even realize it until I let other people hear the recordings, and they was like, dang, like she never gave them a chance to answer the questions, but I repeat the question and ask them again. I asked her, have he tried to reach out to her since he's been arrested? And she barely answered the question because once again, the person that I was with basically answered the question as if I was interviewing her. But she said that he called when he first got locked up, and he called after that, but he didn't mention anything in reference to the case. So I also asked her, do she think that he did it? So she was like, I was like, do you think that he killed Nazaire Harris? And then she was nodding her head no, like respectfully, and she was like, no, not like with the evidence they got. I was like, nobody, no other kids came forward. Like Nazaire never told you she was uncomfortable around him. Nobody ever told you anything about him and stuff like that. So she was like, first of all, let me tell y'all this. I got kids with him, but we was basically never in a relationship. We was just fooling around with each other because he got a lot of hoes. And the sister took it upon herself to tell us Jarvis Harris was her boyfriend first. So Jarvis Harris and Shannon wasn't together all the time. His first girlfriend was Shannon's twin sister. So I asked, did they have kids? Did the twin sister have kids with Jarvis as well? And she was like, she had got pregnant by him, but she had an abortion or whatever. And he got a whole lot of
Okay, y'all. What's going on now is she's is trying to record without them knowing that she recording. Okay, so that's why you can't hardly hear. It's not the video. It's nothing. It's just she's sneaking and recording what they're saying. But my thing about this situation right here is y'all talking to a stranger that y'all don't know. Y'all talking to this girl and y'all don't know her. This is some weird stuff. So anyway, uh, she was saying that Shannon, the young lady was saying that Shannon already told the police about this video. She already told the police what's going on in this video. That's what she said. Because if Shannon didn't report this, she incriminated herself and Marquita. So I just don't understand. But mentally, something ain't right because why, if you was in a situation and you was involved in something, why would you talk to a stranger not knowing they're a police officer undercover or nothing? Now I just dropped the video, y'all, and then I just dropped the video. And the video was saying on January the 26th, the auntie said she saw Naziah on the 26th of January up there by Parkcrest Hotel on Hopperwood. Oh, Lord.
I also asked her about the younger guy. I mean, not the younger guy. The old guy that Naziah was seen in the video dancing with, and she said that's their uncle, and he don't like kids. Like, the reason why he has the charge that he has is because he moved to Ohio. Y'all know the older guy that had glasses on that was kind of like rubbing all on Naziah and touching her when she was dancing. It looked like she was on TikTok or whatever. She said that guy in particular is their uncle. He's a great uncle, and he would come sit with the kids sometimes. She said he is not a child, what's the name, but he went to Ohio and he was dating a snow bunny, and the snow bunny basically lied about her age. Basically the same story that all child, what's the name, say. The snow bunny lied about her age and put those charges on him or whatever. He's not that type of person or whatever like that. She said in their house they had like an open door policy. Basically, the kids could come forward to them and tell them anything that they wanted to tell them, and they would be open ears. She said the way that she raised them is they can go outside like whenever they want to. They don't have permission to go outside, but they got to be in eye view. She said they couldn't like go up the street and turn the corner and can't to where she can't see them at or whatever. So I asked her like, if you and Jarvis was never in a relationship, why was it okay for him to like continuously come get Naziah? And she used to say like, she said Naziah alibi was her daughter, which is Jarvis Butt's daughter. She would be going with her dad, and Naziah be like, oh well, can I go too? Because her sister, which is Naziah's mom, is supposed to be like some type of addict, and she had custody of Naziah. And I asked where Naziah's dad was, and she said that they're unfit parents, and that's how she ended up with Naziah, because she said Naziah was her favorite and she took care of Naziah. So I asked her who did she think unalived Naziah. So she looked at me and she asked me like, are you recording? At the time I wasn't recording, so I showed her my phone again. I said, no girl, look, I'm not recording, no red dot, no voice memo, no nothing. And she was like, well, when Nazaya, when she found out that Nazaya was pregnant, she was pregnant as well by Jarvis Butts, but she had a miscarriage with her baby. And I asked her, like, did you go to an abortion clinic to, like, get rid of everything, or did the baby discharge itself? She said, well, she don't believe in abortions or whatever, but with that baby in particular, she didn't want to keep it in her first.
Now, I just dropped that video when y'all please go back and watch those videos when I upload something. When I upload something for you all, please go back and check over it, okay? Even if you see it or not, please go back and listen to the reaction, okay? Now, I just did a recap on this information she just given you all. Please go back and check it. Jarvis had told, remember, go back and look at the video. I'm not gonna give it away for you, okay? Because it speaks on the pregnancy test. Allegedly, she and Shannon and Nazaya were pregnant around the same time. Well, at least Shannon thought she was pregnant. So she asked Nazaya was she pregnant, because they was taking a pregnancy test. And so she told Nazaya, if you see two lines, then it's positive. So go back and look at that video I just uploaded, okay? And I appreciate y'all. Let's finish listening, guys.
Intentions was to go get an abortion because she knew Nazaya was pregnant as well, and with Nazaya being so young, they could not take Nazaya to an abortion clinic without being questioned. So I said, so how far along was Nazaya when she went missing or whatever? She said if she can recall, Nazaya was doing things to basically get rid of the baby herself. I said, like what? Like what at-home remedies could you do to get rid of the baby? Like what was she doing at home to get rid of the baby? So she was like, well, Nazaya asked her to buy her like some pads or whatever, like stuff that you'll use on your menstrual cycle, and said she started having cramps and being in pain, and her period had came out. So Shannon said, with her being an adult and she have all these kids, she know you're not coming on no period while you're pregnant. And she said that's kind of around the time that Nazaya had basically went missing or whatever. So I said, so you don't know how far along she was or whatever when she went missing? Like you don't like if I'm a mother or if my niece, I have custody of my niece, I'm gonna be tuned in on her pregnancy or whatever. And plus, you're leaving. You're saying she could come and go as she please, and she's carrying the baby. That's when a woman is most vulnerable or whatever like that. Basically, when Nazaya started making it appear that she wanted to keep the baby, it was kind of too late because she came across like some abortion pills. These pills, she said it's 4 of them that you get, and you put 2 of them in your mouth, and you put 2 of them in your vagina. And it basically
Now, everything that this young lady's saying right here, making, if it's true, it making Auntie Shannon look bad. Because it goes back to what we spoke about the other day, Sunday, when we spoke